This is Kimberly. It's episode 316, and I am so glad that you're here today. We're talking about how to position your business so that your stuff can easily sell and you're the obvious choice. This is what we all want, right? And today we're going to talk about it. I've got 4 key points. These are super important for you. It's going to help you position your business. And I'm so excited that you are listening today because I know it's going to help you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey, whether you're in the idea stage, starting or growing. This is for you no matter what kind of business you have, even if you have a retail store. I help online entrepreneurs, coaches, service providers, product sellers. All of these tips can be used to help you as you build your business. Now, one thing you should know is I've got resources for you more than just this podcast. You can scroll down in the show notes right now. You'll see a link to my site, KimberlyBrock.com. And I've got some tools and free resources, whether you're trying to grow your business, whether you're even trying to start a podcast. I've got a free training for you. So make sure you check out everything below. Like I have a 16-step checklist if you're trying to start your business, but all types of resources. So don't miss out on those. Make sure you click down below to do that. Also, I have a Facebook group. It's called Women Starting Businesses and Podcasts Doing What We Love. Make sure you check that out if you want a place to be able to ask questions and gather together with other new or even veteran entrepreneurs. Then this is for you. And if you've been listening a while, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. Y'all are amazing and awesome. And you're just so wonderful to me. And I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And to all of my coaching clients and grow getters, I want to give you a shout out right now. And those of you that have been in my podcast programs, I am so excited for you. And I try to keep an eye on all of you through your podcasts and through your social media. I don't get to obviously get the summaries of what everyone is doing all the time, but I do try to check in because I love seeing the progress that you're making and how you're actually pursuing your dream. So that's it. Thank you so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, friends. How are you? How is everything going with your business? I hope you are enjoying life. I hope you've been able to help people through your business. And I hope that you are seeing how awesome it is that you're pursuing something greater in your life with your business. I think it's really amazing. There's a lot of people that just sit back and don't do anything, but you're different. You're going for it. You're doing all the hard things. And I'm so proud of you. Today, we're talking about how to position your business. Y'all, this is so important. This is so important because there's a lot of small business owners out there that start and they never realize that their business actually has to have a position in the marketplace. And what do I actually mean when I say a position in the marketplace? It has to be like if you had all the businesses lined up in a whole line from maybe the cheapest thing on the market to the most expensive, for example, you have to have some position on that scale. You have to have a position so that potential customers know that you're the one that they need and they are excited to give you money for your products or for your services. They have to know if they are confused by what you offer, how you offer it, if you have value compared to other businesses out there that they could be giving money to, then you kind of lose. You lose. You have got to be positioned so that you stand out and you become the obvious choice in your whole niche. Okay? And how do you do that? Well, a lot of people are like, well, you be the only one that sells something. Like no one else. You have no competition. That's how you're going to stand out. That would be amazing if we were the only ones in our marketplace, right? If we were the only, business in our niche, if I was the only business coach, wouldn't that be amazing? And if someone was looking for a business coach, it'd be like no brainer. Or if someone was looking to help them start their podcast, I was the only one and they would just come to me. That would be amazing, right? So think about what you offer and how awesome that would be if you had no competition. Well, the reality is we do. People have choices. There are a lot of choices for what they want to offer, but you want to become a business that's in your own lane, like a category of one. How do you become a category of one? How do you become your own business that really stands out and they just can't help but buy from you. So today we're going to talk about those 4 things. Y'all listen, you may even need to take notes. I don't know if you're on a walk or you're doing the wash or you're just hanging out and you're listening, but you can take notes on your phone through your notes app, or you can even write it down if you're sitting at your desk. So let's go through these today. I think they're super, super important for the success of your business and something that many business owners overlook. But today, no longer will you overlook this. You can't unhear this. We're going to go through how you're going to position your business effectively. And if I was in coaching with you, we were like on a call, I would go through these things with you. These are the things that I work through with clients. So super fun. I think this is a super fun part of business. So the first thing is, if you're going to position your business, first you really have to consider your offer, your actual offer. Okay. And I know you're saying, well, I sell dance lessons or I sell bags, I sell jewelry or whatever it is, right? Or some kind of service. But I really want you to think deeper than that and go, what am I selling? Like what form is it in? Is it something that people get and they cook it themselves, they make it themselves, they put it together themselves? Or could it be on the other end of the spectrum where they receive a turnkey product or service and it's all done for them. It's done for them. Instead of DIY, it's actually done for you. Those are the kind of the terms that we use here in business. So, is it something that's done for you and it's all ready to go? Or it's something that they put together and you sell the parts to something or the pieces to something, right? So the prices vary on that. And the people who want to buy those things vary, right? There's different kinds of people that want to do different kinds of things. Like I always think about my husband with doing repairs. Like we could just call a plumber or we could call someone to help. But my husband insists a lot of times on doing it himself, right? So he's the type that may even pay for someone just to consult with him really quick, and then he would go and do it himself. So, you see what I'm saying? There's all kinds of people in this world, and then there's other people I know, friends that I have, their husbands would not touch doing anything themselves at the house and would immediately hire out. They want it done for them, and they want it turnkey, right? And so, whatever you offer, again, whether it's services, whether it's a product, whatever it is, you have to actually consider what you're offering. And this is how you're positioning yourself. This is part of your brand. And so think about it today, where you are on that spectrum. Is this something that is ready to go? And is it something like, for example, if it's a product, is it just a commodity? It's just a little product you're selling? Or does it come packaged super cute? So I just thought of this because my husband and I were traveling and we were in Europe for a couple of weeks and it was so much fun. And when we were in London, we got gifted by the hotel because it was our 29th anniversary. And the hotel had gifted us this really cute, tall, pink tin that was full of cookies, and it was tall, and it was actually shaped like a heart, like it was tall and skinny like a pillar, but the actual shape of it was a heart, and it was the cutest thing. I was like, "These are the best cookies." They were some kind of like, they call them cookie biscuits or something like that. Oh my goodness, we were loving them, and when we got back here in the States, I was like, "How do I get those? Do they sell those in the US?" And of course they don't. You have to get them there. I think the brand was called Cartwright, and if y'all know, y'all know. Oh my gosh. So cute. And I was like looking online, like, how can I get these shipped to me? I saw some on Amazon that you could get, but it was like 30 or $40 for a 10 of like 10 little cookies. And I'm like, okay, that's a little ridiculous. But at the same time, I was like about to pay it because I've been like, I love those cookies. I love that reusable tin. The tin is so beautiful and ornate, and I love the whole thing. So you have to understand, like, those cookies in that tin are positioned a certain way versus if they had chosen to just sell some cookies in a plastic bag at a farmer's market, which is totally okay. Neither one is wrong, but they are an intentional choice. So you have to think about, what you're offering and what is it that you are offering them? Are you offering them something that's very minimal or something that's just very simple in a little plastic bag? Or is it something ornate that's packaged so fancy? Like I saw another brand of like perfume and hand lotion. What was it called? Molten. Oh my gosh, what is this? If any of y'all have been to London, oh, now I have to look this up. Morton. Gosh, what was it? It was, oh, this is going to drive me crazy. Molten Brown. Molten Brown. That's what it was. Molten Brown. It's like hand soaps, perfumes, lotions. And I was like, these are amazing. And right now, when I just went on their website or I searched on Google, it says premium fragrances. It's premium. It's expensive. I did buy a lotion, a hand lotion, a hand cream because I was like, this is amazing and I love the smell. And I don't think that it's offered here in the US. Maybe it is. Maybe you can get it on Amazon. Anyways, I absolutely loved it. Okay, maybe it is here, but it's super popular in London. It was everywhere. In fact, one of our hotels that we stayed at, that was what they had for the hand soap and the shampoo and all that, and I couldn't believe it because I just discovered the brand when we were out and about. So, anyways, they made a choice to be a premium fragrance and package it in the most premium way, right? Whereas you could have made another choice with the brand and have it been this more everyday brand, lower price. It didn't have to be like premium. It could just be in more simple packaging that would be less expensive to create. But that's a choice. It's just a choice. That's all it is. So I want you to think about the choices that you've made for your business. Another example. Y'all know a couple years ago, I had my friend Laura come and help us redo our bottom floor of our house, like picked out flooring, we redid our kitchen and all this stuff. And our house looks beautiful, but we still have our original laundry room and pantry, and they are so sad. They are so sad and not inspiring. I have no excitement about going into my laundry room at all. And I'm like, this is really a sad room. And she had said that one day and it planted in my head. This is what she said a couple of years ago. Wait, this room is really sad. It needs some uplifting. And it stuck in my head. And I was like, you know what? The other day I was like, David, that's what he had asked me a while back. Could we do anything else for the house? And I said, I think we could really spice up our pantry and laundry room, which sounds weird, but she is gonna make it so cute. We're gonna get wallpaper on the ceiling in the laundry room and have a cute little chandelier. We're trying to do it as cost effective as possible, of course. But her whole business model now is that she comes in with a contractor that she already has that can help get the plumber, get the painter, get the electrician, get all that. And this is a turnkey solution now. When before I was kind of using her design services and we were trying to find the best price on stuff. She had a contractor, but I was also trying to find people. And she said she's not doing it that way anymore. It's more of a turnkey service. And that is her choice, right? It's more of a premium service. So it's a choice for how you want to run your business. You can do it however you want. You could be a decorator or designer and you just come and help people create the design and then you're out of there. But if you have a contractor that you can bring in, then you've got more of a turnkey service, but it's going to be more expensive for people, right? So all it is a choice. And I think once you realize this, you can take a sigh of relief because sometimes I think we look at our products or services and we're like, is it worth this? Should I, charge this much or this little? And you fret over it. And I think what you have to realize is that positioning what you offer is a choice. It's a choice how you want to enter the market. Is it DIY? Is it very minimal? Is it very inexpensive? Or is this all the way up to the other end where it's turnkey, it's handheld service, it's everything amazing? Here's another example. We went to um, Florence, Italy, which was so amazing. And we stayed at a St. Regis hotel and we had one night and it was really a celebration of our anniversary that night. And we kind of went all out. My husband was like, I'm getting an awesome room. And so we go to St. Regis in Florence and they have a butler service where you just text on WhatsApp or you call, they'll bring you coffee in the morning. They will iron some of your clothes. You could even pay extra and they can unpack all of your clothes and put it all nicely in the drawers, and then they could pack for you again. We didn't use the paid services of the butler service, but I've never had that in my life, and we were like, "What? This is crazy." The room was amazing. Amazing. I can't even tell y'all. I took videos. I was like, "This is so beautiful." Anyways, and we had a gorgeous view and all this. My point is, I've never had that kind of service, but that is a positioning where you're gonna be high end, and, like, when we got there and they checked us in, we had one person that was showing us all around. She took us up to our room, walked us in our room. This wasn't just like, "Here's your room," and pulling the luggage in. They had somebody else who was doing the luggage. We didn't even have our luggage with us because they do that all separately, and it's this whole handheld concierge feel, right? And you are getting treated with such luxury. And so that is a choice. That is a choice. I'm not saying that is an any better choice, okay, than someone who runs a Days Inn or some kind of hotel or motel. It's just that it's a choice. Like you've said, there's a gap in the market at this, and I want to be here, right? Like, also, here's another example. I know I'm belaboring this first point here, but like HelloFresh, the meal delivery. I could order meal delivery that's done for me, that has meals done for my family. I choose HelloFresh because I like to actually cook it and I like that it gives me the ingredients. So I'm a different market than someone else who would be buying done for you meals, right? But that was a choice because HelloFresh saw a gap in the market where there's some people who actually enjoy cooking and want to feel that, what is that, fulfillment of making dinner and having all the ingredients. I think my biggest thing was I couldn't come up with the recipes and I didn't have all the ingredients. Those were my 2 pain points, and this does it, and I can actually cook, right? So it was a choice by HelloFresh. They could have been HelloFresh, just here's your meals, ready to go, but they made a choice. So that's what I want you to do. This is the number one thing you need to do. Number one, what is your actual offer? Is it low end minimal? What is it? Or is it do it yourself? Or is it high end? Is it premium? Is it concierge service? Is it turnkey? What is it? Is it a high end lotion, premium fragrance, or is it more everyday and it's more reasonably priced? So you are making a decision. Where do you want to fit in on that spectrum? That's number one. Okay. So that's part of how you position your business. Number two is your price. Your price then needs to match where you kind of fit on that spectrum. And you could be on a lower end, but you could be the higher end of the low end, if that makes sense, right? You could be the higher end of a low end product of jewelry or something like that, or you could be the low end of a high end. But I think you need to be clear. I think where businesses get in trouble is we just like want to price it the mainstream price and then we don't stand out. Because and you're thinking, "What do you mean you don't stand out?" Because number 1, you positioned yourself just kind of normal in the middle, and then you priced it in the middle. So what are you just for people that are looking for a middle? And maybe you are. And if that's where you wanna be, that's fine. I think it gets a little harder to stand out, but I think you can be in the middle. But you have to think about, "Where am I on this, and why am I in the middle?" And so you're gonna be pricing it in the middle. Maybe you get more amenities than you do with the low end, but not quite as much of the hand-holding as you do on the higher end. And that's a whole branding conversation that you can have when you advertise and run ads and talk to people. And you can say, "Yeah, maybe you don't want the low end because you want more amenities. You want more than just that, but you don't need all the butler services and all that extra stuff." And so that's where we fit in because we knew there needed to be a spot in the middle. You need to be able to defend where you are and that price that you pick. The pricing needs to match. You can't have low end, a low end product with a very, very, very premium price. People are not going to get it. It's going to be a mismatch. Okay. So I want you to think about it now. Where did you position yourself in that first conversation I had with you a moment ago? Number 2, then what makes sense for that price? Okay. And maybe you can't decide your price today. That's totally fine. I'm not expecting you to all of a sudden go, "Oh, yeah, I know my price." Pricing is a decision as well. It is a decision and it's got to match where you are on that spectrum. Okay. So when it becomes a decision and when it matches where you are, pricing becomes easier because you kind of know, like, okay, I'm in this price range for this reason, right? Pricing is a decision. It doesn't have to be all this drama. I got caught up in massive mind drama over coaching pricing because it's arbitrary. It's like, where am I falling into place with this? What do I charge? Even my decorator, Laura, was talking about that, like figuring out her pricing. And even, I think she even said she had some mind drama about, like, oh my gosh, I'm raising my prices to this. And I'm like, that's fine. You're worth it. You have the skills. I don't have the skill that you do, and I'm willing to pay for it. Right? So it's a decision, and you kind of have to end the mind drama. You have to say, this is where I'm positioning my business, and this is where the pricing falls on that. So my pricing needs to be in this range. It makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier. And it kind of guides those people that are looking for you. Like I said, you want to stand out, you want to be the obvious choice. And if people are looking for really low end and you're high end, you're St. Regis, it's going to make it obvious for the low end people you are not for them. And it's going to make it obvious for the people that are like, yes, I expect the best service. It's my anniversary, or maybe it's for rich people who spend that all the time and have, butler service all the time. And that's amazing. And, but it's a decision, right? It's a decision. You priced it accordingly. You should price it however much a night, right? You should price it that much because it's worth it. The amenities are beautiful. You're getting hand holding. You have butler service and the whole thing. Okay. So that's number two is pricing. Okay. Number three, what is the actual transformation that you're giving for people? This is huge because this is going to determine where you are positioned in the market, right? What is the transformation? When I say transformation, what is the end result? What are they getting? Are they getting the little cookies just in a clear plastic bag and it's a great snack and it's a pick me up like they could get out of a vending machine or something? And then it should be priced, accordingly. And that's where you are. And that's the actual transformation. So your pricing matches, everything matches. That's great, right? Or is the transformation that someone gets to have a cookie, but it's high protein, it's vegan, it's gluten free, it's sugar free, it's all these things? That is a different transformation because that is a different person that expects to be able to eat snacks or wants to eat snacks that are super in line with maybe their allergies, their health goals, whatever it is. And so this actual transformation is key to positioning your business because then you can start touting these things that make you different. And if you have a cookie that's high protein and all this stuff, then you are now positioned as a healthy alternative to snacks, to bad for you snacks, right? And you've positioned yourself now differently. So for families out there or for people that are into fitness or taking care of their body, they're like, I'm not going to get the cheapo little cookies. I want an actual healthy snack. Do y'all see what I'm saying? You see how this is all starting to position you? Like what makes you different? What makes you stand out from the other alternatives that they could choose from today, right? And they don't want those other alternatives. They're looking for one like you. And what is that you offer that is what they want? Because once they see that, then they're like, this is the obvious choice. I'm not going to pick Chips Ahoy cookies over here. I'm going to pick your protein cookie. Does that make sense? So let's kind of talk through this again. Number one, what is your actual offer? Like you need to dissect, like, what is this? Again, minimal. And is this going to be low end? Is this going to be quick or is this going to be turnkey high end? What is this? Go through that. Really delve into where you want to be, where you see the gap in the market. That's the smartest thing. Where is the gap? And fill that. Okay. That's part of your positioning. Then it's your pricing. Your pricing is part of your positioning, but it's also depending on what you're offering in that. It's got to match. Okay. And then number three, it's the actual transformation that you're giving people. What are you giving people? Okay. So let's say you offer flowers. You're a florist. Okay. And people can come and locally pick up flowers, and you're a flower shop, and that's wonderful. Or are you a flower shop that is online? that's a farm where you've got all these flowers and you can ship worldwide in 48 hours. That is a different positioning than a local flower shop where you come and pick it up, or maybe y'all do same day delivery, right? But it's got to be in the local area within so many miles, etc. What is the actual transformation? Is the transformation that people can get flowers today and take them with them and have them and or have them sent locally today or tomorrow? Or are you for the people that are like, you know what? I need to send flowers to so and so in another state. I need these shipped for a birthday, anniversary, whatever it is. And that's what you're offering. Okay. So think about it. This is part of your positioning. And it starts helping you develop your story too, which is a bonus because you're going through talking about the gap in the market and where you saw that, there needed to be another offering. And these are the people that you just seek to serve because you really have a heart for them. You want to help them. That helps you develop your price. And that really helps you talk about the transformation. And the transformation is usually deeper than it appears to be. The transformation, yes, may be that you have cookies in a little plastic bag, and the transformation is you bring joy to people with sweets. That's wonderful. Maybe your transformation, though, is you're allowing people to stay on their health programs or prevent any allergy attacks by having these type of snacks, and they can feel rest assured that they're eating something healthy that's in line with their goals or their physical needs, due to allergies or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Like it starts developing your story. So this is how you position it by really looking at what is the deeper transformation than just what it appears. Okay. Okay. And number 4, this is a big one, your voice and your values. Like your voice and your values. So think about it. Think about people that you listen to or that you watch me. You listen to me here on this podcast. Why? Why? What is it? Is there a vibe to me? Because there's other people giving business information like me. But what is it? I ask you, I don't know what you would say, right? I don't know what you would say. A lot of people do tell me it's the positive energy. They love it. Some people tell me it's my Christian values. Some people say it's because I talk very simply and explain things in a simple way. This is what you've told me, right? And so you have to think about the vibe and the voice that you're giving off. I also talk about empowering people and really believing in yourself. And I go into all these things y'all know because y'all listen to me, right? So think about the brands that you follow. Do they stand for something? Are they faith-based, right? Maybe that's something that draws you in, or maybe they're healthy and they're allergen free or they're organic. Maybe there's some edge. That's how you stand out. Because if you try to blend in and just be this chameleon and be for all people, you will actually be for no one because no one will really know who you are and what you stand for. I saw some kind of, what was it, a razor blade company? Now I can't think of the name of it. Harry's or one of those. I can't remember. It's for men's razor blades. And it was just very branded to a manly, conservative man. And I was cracking up because I thought this is the choice for the brand. They made a conscious decision to market everything toward, politically, I think it's politically, maybe it wasn't, but conservative men. And maybe it wasn't Harry's, maybe it was Jerry's, or I cannot think of it off the top of my head. Y'all may know what I'm talking about. But it was just totally marketed to them. And I thought it was genius because they made a choice. Because they made a choice, whatever it is, right? So when you look at brands, you realize the ones that you probably really love or that you back, that you're like, I love this person. It's something about their vibe and their voice and their values. It's like deeper than just the business. You're like, oh, I believe in that too, and you feel connected to that person. So I think that it is super important that you express yourself and on your About Me page or when you're talking to people, you talk about your values and you show them your personality, your vibe, your feel, what you stand for. Again, this helps you when you're developing your story. This turns into your story about your business because it's all how you've decided to position your business against all of the competition that is out there. This way, when you have a position, when you've chosen everything, you've chosen where you want to be on that spectrum that I talked about in number one. Number two, chosen your price. You've chosen it, right? Because it has to fit. Number three, you've chosen the actual transformation you want for people. What is that deeper thing? That feeling, that knowing that they have? How do they feel when this is all done? Are they just happy because this was a quick little pick me up? Or are they just feeling so much more happy as a human because this is so much more than they expected? And you have to go into that. I could talk about that for a long time, but I want you to think deeper than what exactly it is that you're selling, the actual transformation. And number four is really digging into your values and your beliefs and not being afraid to share it. The moment you come out and start talking about the things that mean a lot to you and the things that you want your brand to stand for, whether it's sustainability, again, whether it's faith-based, whether it's some kind of allergen-free, whether it's organic, whatever it is, once you start really sharing that, you will see more of a following because those people will know you are for them. Whatever it is. Maybe you have a quirky personality. Maybe you're sarcastic. Maybe you cuss. I don't know what it is. Like I follow different people and I'm like, that's their lane. Like they've picked a lane intentionally. Okay. And so this is what you're doing in order to position your business, your products, your services, your programs, whatever it is intentional. And it is these four things. I could go on to a lot more, but I think these are really important and these will keep you busy. Get working on these. These will keep you busy. This is your brand. This is your whole story. This is part of your pitch. When you're talking to people, this helps guide your advertising. This guides your colors. This guides everything. I hope this helps you. Again, this was a lot. I'm so proud of you for working on this. I know it's going to help you. And all I want for you is your business to succeed and you get it to be exactly what you want it to be. Some of you want these part-time businesses that are a few hours a week. Some of you want it as your full-time job. Doesn't matter. We're all here for the same reasons because we want more purpose and fulfillment in our life. And we would love to have a career that makes us smile every day. And I truly believe that your business can do that for you. And I'm so excited. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can always reach out. You can DM me on Instagram. If you like this episode, if you have any comments, questions, I got a sweet comment from someone the other day and it just warmed my heart. And she just thanked me for this podcast and said, I just wanted to cheer you on and give you some motivation. And it brings so much joy to me. Y'all have no idea because sometimes that there is silence, from the podcast. I get feedback from clients and stuff, but from the podcast, it's so wonderful. And so I appreciate it. And you can always, again, DM me, Start with Kimberly Brock on Facebook or Instagram. So that's it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com. And yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.